It's Tuesday again. It goes so quick. Tell you what, they're getting faster and faster. Hope everyone's had a great week, of course. Last Tuesday, it seems so long ago, but what a fantastic night we had with some great comments, some great talk all about green parts. Seems to be a major issue at the moment. Tonight's only going to be a quick one. I did have some bigger things planned, but I've just been up to my neck this week. So I've been very, very busy and just wanted to sort of bring a few points up. So touching on the green parts, I thought whilst we're on green parts, it's been a big issue this week. We seem to go from green parts, great debate, some huge, huge interest in that, because I think that's going to be something massive going forward for the future. And that rolled on to sort of say we've got about the repairing it, and that brought on to total losses, which I sort of thought about last week. So we've had some interesting stuff on that. If a car is total lost and it's been repaired on a category M with second-hand parts, should it be devalued compared to a car that is a genuine car side by side? Should it be devalued? The insurance industry, the insurers are the ones who said yes, it should. But now they're saying we should repair vehicles with reconditioned, second-hand, green parts in an insurance repair. So quite a funny sort of situation. But that led on to a lot of people, of course, that I think the general public weren't very interested in having green parts on the cars. Us guys in the industry, of course, weren't so bothered because we know, our standard of repair, and we know that it's probably better to have green parts than non-genuine parts, of course. So a very, very interesting topic. But funny enough, I've very recently renewed my insurance. So I just decided to flick through some of the great big wad of papers, of course, and some of my exclusions. Now, this is another issue that you guys should go and check, because I know a couple of people did bring this issue up and said, what about the liability, the guarantee of the parts? Forget the guarantee of the parts. I had this and I thought it was a bit of a wow moment. So you need to check your insurance. My insurance, I'm a top quality BSI repairer, been here for over 30 odd years. And I've now got an exclusion that says they've taken all the liability out of used parts. That's just standard in my policy. It says it excludes the use of second-hand parts. They only offer product cover on new parts. So basically my insurer's saying I can't use second-hand parts because they won't give me product liability insurance for using second-hand parts. So this is another issue that was kind of missed last week. So I think that's another add-on, which is like, wow. So we've got the fact of using parts, the fact of, whether we should, who's it benefiting, do we make any more money or not? Customers don't want it used, but yes, it could be, it's kind of a green thing. So we've got it affecting. Then there's the insurance, reinsurance, revalue. Then there was the fact of us repairers, should we use them? Can we use them? Do we agree with using them or not? But now we've got another issue. So you guys, I'll be really interested. Please check your insurers. I have an exclusion in my insurance saying if I use green parts, they won't offer me liability on those parts. They only offer product cover on new parts. So I think that's a very, very important thing, of course, because like I tried to say last week, I think in the middle of that discussion, we said, who's actually going to be responsible for the after use, the guarantee? What happens if someone has a crash in it and that part wasn't as good as a new one? I don't know. I'm just sort of chucking these things out there because it's very important. Green is what it's all about at the moment. So I think that's a massive issue for us, because we're the ones that are actually, even if your insurer says, yeah, another insurer says to you, we're happy for you to use those parts. It's your own insurer. My insurer who covers me says they won't give me the product cover if I use second-hand parts to repair a car. So that's kind of ended it for me. I can't use them. I'm afraid, and I won't use them now because I've got no liability. And that's a massive thing, of course. Somebody drives away, has a problem with a part that you've fitted that's green, a used part, green part. Now, unless the insurer asking you to put those parts on says they will give you the product cover, there is another issue, another great issue, I think, of course, that was missed last week. So I'm sure there's more and more going to come out of this because it's a fantastic point. It's a fantastic issue. So, sorry about this. I'm just opening my. Is there anybody there at all? Can anybody confirm if my mic is actually working? I did have a problem with my mic last week. Yeah, it says it's working. That's good. So, yeah. So what a factor that is. Is it working? Oh no. Surely it is. Please don't tell me my microphone hasn't been working. Well, I think it might not have been. Big apologies. If that's the case, I'll have to cut the video down. I should be live and loud and clear right now. Big apologies. Should have checked it first. That's Russian, that is. Not Russian, rushing. So if you did catch any of that, of course, I'm just going to quickly go over it. The issue there was the fact of growing on from last week on the issue of parts, green parts. We've got all these issues. It's working. Was it working before, Tracy? I thought it might not have been. So hopefully it was. Can hear you, Dara. Good. So did anyone get the earlier a few minutes ago? Was it all okay? Because I don't want to repeat myself if it was all okay. Because the bigger roll on, of course, is now we've got the problem with these these green parts. We've got the problem with the repairers using the parts. We've got the problem with the customers who tells customers about it. But now my insurer, my own insurance company, has hit me with a clause that says, I checked it out today because I've only just recently insured, they won't offer me product cover if I use, what's with the subtitles? Maybe that helps you then. Because I'm not too sure it was working. Fantastic. Yeah, so there we go. What an issue. Again, we have the problem as the repairer now. I can't use them according to my insurer because if I use green parts, I get no product cover. So if something goes wrong with some parts that I've fitted that aren't brand new, my insurer won't give me any cover. So that kind of answers it for me. So I'd like to know, anyone else out there, please go away, check your own policy. Let me know, because this is something we discussed last week. We need to know, are we covered? Are you covered? Is your insurer giving you cover? It might be the same insurer that's asking us to, this should be hilarious. Someone who's asking us to use green parts, but saying they won't give us the cover. Wow, that would be funny. And I bet you that's the case when we look at it. I bet you that's the case because it usually is with insurers. Anyhow, that's the issue. Please look at it. Please check your insurance. My insurance has an exclusion. So that's really answered it for me. Can I use, green parts? No, because my insurer says I can't. What about your insurance? And it's too dangerous. I think if you repaired a car, put a second-hand bumper, a green bumper, client has an accident, it was something to, a problem, something to do with that part you fitted, you've got no cover. So that means they're coming for you as a director. Could be scary. So please check, please let me know. Really interested to find out in the comments what you think on that one or what your insurer says on it, which would be great. I'm going to keep it quick, of course, tonight. So, because again, like I saw, we're really busy. I'm having a major problem with parts alone. Are you? At the moment, we've got more and more cars outstanding with issues with parts, 3 weeks waiting, some with none. With no delivery times. Is Russia and all these problems affecting us even worse? Because we normally have approximately on the turn 50 odd cars in the middle of repair all the time, coming in, going out, 50 cars on the go. We're now at about 120. And that's because we can't get cars finished. So we're starting more now. We got cars all over the place, as I'm pretty sure you guys have. And it's all because of parts. But the problem is it's now becoming an issue. Let's face it, we spend most money on parts. So we're outlaying all this money on parts, and we normally rely on that quick turnaround, although, we're losing money on parts. So we're spending this money and we're struggling to get invoices out at the minute because we're not finishing jobs. Is anybody else having that same problem? Please let me know in the comments again, because that is an issue. Is it going to be a bigger issue as we go on? I don't know. In the next few months, it could be a huge issue, but is it? So again, let me know what problems you're having, if you are, if you aren't, because that's something I think we all need to be sharp on, really, because that could cause some major problems. It's already causing me problems. Say it's emptying the cash flow and all that kind of stuff, because that's what happens. The more parts you buy and you're not finishing jobs, it's an issue. I had a good chat this morning with Ian Summers. Always great to talk to him. We had a really good chat this morning about the industry and about some certain things in general. And I think we're very similar because we've been around for similar length of time in the industry. So yeah, we've got some very interesting points that we're discussing. We didn't have enough time. We only had 2 hours. No, we never. Yeah, we got about half an hour this morning. But again, it's never enough time to talk about this industry. And that leads me on to a meeting. We definitely are going to do a crash clinic meeting. There's no frills. It's literally, I'm going to get us a place to get in, chat. We're going to chat away. So I'm going to find a date. I've already pretty much thinking of down by Birmingham Airport. There's a nice place there where we can get a bit of food, get a few drinks, and we can close the door and we can discuss the industry. If I'm totally honest with you, since I started Crash Clinic, it hasn't been going that long, of course, but we've got over 1,500. I think it's nearly 1,600 members now, which is fabulous. Don't forget to please go to the website, because the app is actually finished and it's been pushed to the App Store. So we will be able to talk to each other on the app, just like Facebook and Instagram. So that's going to be brilliant, but it's only going to be repairers and anyone in the industry. So that's going to be fabulous, of course, for us all. That's coming very soon. So I think we need to shut the door. I've been speaking to some great people, and there is some great people in this industry. So I believe we need to, and again, me and Ian this morning are saying that we both believe the changes that are coming are going to be massive. The changes that are happening already are massive. So are we going to sit and watch it? Are we going to let the industry change around us? Or are we going to at least try? Do you know, I don't want to sit there in years to come and go, oh, wish we'd have done something about it. We can. And I believe we've got enough people and enough brains amongst us all to at least fix it and try and change things. So we need to start now, because we know, let's face it, the way everything's going up in the world at the moment is crazy, let alone we haven't got a base rate. So again, that brings me back to the matrix. Here is a matrix, nothing clever about it. It's the information that we get back from it that's going to be the clever part. So all you need to do is fill this matrix in, and it will give us a guide. Should we be charging? Should there be an estimation fee? What kind of things are you charging for? What kind of things aren't you that you think you should be charging for? That's what this matrix is about. But I don't want it just from me. I want it from the whole industry to say, everyone to put their input in, and the output will be fantastic. And even if we're not getting it, at least we can look at what we should be doing in this industry and should be geared up to, because I do believe that the insurers know they need to talk to us. The industry is going to change. Insurers need to, I think we need to bridge that gap. This year would be great. So any insurers out there, I'm happy to talk. I'm ready to talk to insurers. This isn't about, being anti-insurers. I'm not anti-insurers. We've got to get on. I've said this for years. So, but I do believe us body shops, especially the independents, because the groups are getting bigger, we need to come together, and we need to really, be worried about the future for ourselves. Are the bigger body shops just going to keep buying up everybody and be one big group? That's happening in most industries. And like I've told you before, in the insurance industry, it happened in the broker world, and the brokers came together under broker network, and they managed to create a bigger force together, bigger buying power, bigger, became a name to be reckoned with. But they're all independents within that group. They still are to this day. So I think that's something that we really need to, really be looking at. I think the matrix is something that, I know it's going to take us a little bit of time. Grab an hour, fill it out, give it to one of your, your managers, or do it yourself over the weekend, because the information that will come back from that will be brilliant for us all. It really will. So I think the matrix is very important, because I'd like to know, 1, what are we all charging? 2, what do we think we all should be charging? Let's look at, if we're going to have meetings with insurers and try and pull some things together, we need to, I don't want to go over old ground. I want to be saying, right, this is how our industry should look. Me and Ian were talking this morning and just discussing that The labour rate, is it really the biggest problem in the industry? Me and Ian don't think so. We think there's other things that are bigger issues than the labour rate. So that's quite interesting. But this is why we want to shut the door, have a great chat and discuss this industry. And I want everyone to throw it, throw ideas out, and let's just chat and see what comes of the chat. It's going to be there will be some sort of guided, where we start and where we end, but it's the information that we provide to each other. Something good will come out of meeting. And I think we should try and do that probably 4 times a year. So I'm going to organize the first one. That's what tonight was about. I'm going to organize the first get together. I want as many independent repair centers to come along. I'd like to have a good 15 plus. So I'm going to put a post out. I did do a post and it finished. And funny enough, somebody contacted me and said, oh no, it's finished. And I meant to say, I want to come. So I thought, okay, we might have missed a few people there. So if you can register your interest, you will get an invite. If you don't register your interest, you won't get an invite. How can you register your interest? Send me a message from LinkedIn, post, put a comment on this post, or just join up on Crash Clinic, www.crashclinic.com, and then you can message me from there. Remember the beauty of Crash Clinic, guys and girls. It is a social media website. So it's a bit like Facebook, it's a bit like LinkedIn, it's a bit like all of those, but it is only repairers. But it's an invite, it's not an invite only, it's an accept only. You can join and I have to accept you. So if I think there's somebody who's not in our industry that shouldn't be on there, they won't be on there. You can create your own group within there, and we can talk, and only the people in that group have access to the comments. So you can really have a private discussion. And then with the app, you'll get notifications on your phone, just like you would with Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So we can constantly keep talking about this industry. And people have been sending me problems that they've had. It's really great to get, and I really do want those. But at the moment, I'm getting them all on different areas. I'm getting them on Facebook, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn. So it'd be great to put them all in one place. But they're hidden. Unless you're a member of that website, you're not going to see what's going on. So you have to join it to see all the comments. So I think that's really important, really powerful for us all to be able to continue great discussions. So apart from that, please again, tell me about that. Please ask me for this matrix. Maybe that when we have a meetup, I'll pull the matrix out as well so we can actually discuss the matrix. I might be charging for stuff you're not. This is where we've got to learn to share information, guys and girls. We all want to make sure we're not missing anything simple off an estimate. I've been here for 33 years. I'm not claiming to be the only man who knows what he's doing. We all know what we're doing. But I may be charging for something you're not. You may be charging for something I'm not. And if everybody around the UK does that, all of a sudden we've got a lot better estimate with another couple of £100 on it. And all for things that we should have been charging. So again, these are all things to benefit us all, guys and girls. Crash Clinic is about us all. It's not about me. When you join Crash Clinic, it's only $39.99 a month. The reason is I don't want it to be expensive, but I want some help to help me fund the website, help me get a member of staff in to start running this and bringing it. I've got so much information I could be bringing to you guys, but it's time. So I want some help. Somebody can, collate me the information that I can bring to you guys, and then I can discuss it. I'm not here to just fight insurers. I don't want to just fight insurers. I'm here to discuss the problems, but I want to fix them. I want to invite insurers in, suppliers in, work providers in, and let's try and fix these problems and create a better industry for independent repair centers. That's what it's all about. So drop me your link, okay, for the meeting, because I'm going to try and do that in the next couple of months, which I think is really important because life is going up, isn't it? Everything's costing a fortune at the moment. So how are we going to increase our rates when I know I had another couple of messages from people this week where people are struggling with engineers at the moment and insurers to the extent where one guy was told, no, we're not having it. We're not accepting your rate. That's the end of it. Get lost. So is anybody else having those problems? And maybe we should try and find out and let each other know who is that insurer, who is causing us problems. We're an industry that should be working together and working together with the insurers. But if you've got a bad insurer out there, we should know. And we should tell each other, hey, these are the ones that are being awkward. So at least, what's the old saying, something forewarned, I don't know, something like that. If you know that saying, put it in, because I can't remember it. Anyway, so again, the meeting's very, very important because I think it'll bring out some fantastic issues that we can discuss. Please sign up to Crash Connect, become part of that environment, because I think it's very important for us. The people who join up are the people I know are serious in this industry. If you're not joining up, then I'm not taking you seriously, really, because this is where we're going to try and do something about this. We'll have meetings together, coming together to make sure we get the best out of this industry that we can. I'll keep bringing you content. I need help, guys. I need help from you. So tonight, that's me pretty much done. The meeting is what the big part is all about. So please, let's get that underway. I'll book we'll get the amount of people coming out, and then we'll put that on the Crash Clinic website. I'll put down who's attending, and then we'll put out what the date will be. But that will be on the Crash Clinic website. Won't be on LinkedIn. But again, please let me know if you want to come to that. So yeah, product cover, guys, please check your insurance for this Green Part stuff, because I haven't got cover. My body shop, my insurer who insures me, says I haven't got cover. They won't give me, and that's under the product cover on new parts only. So that means, and I did call them up to actually clarify it. I said, right, what does this mean exactly? Because you have to with insurers. Please confirm for me what that means. They said if you use second-hand parts on anything, you're not covered. So interesting. I'm going to try and find out along the line if they are instructing people or happy for people to use Green Parts or on the Green Part initiative, because that would be really funny if they're not indemnifying me, but they would allow people to use them. So I'm sure that's going to come out at some stage. So insurers, get it right, get your facts right. If you're green, then you need to be green with your repair centre as well. So yeah, that's it from me, guys and girls. If you've got anything you'd like to see on the show, let me know. Next week we have got, which we've all been waiting for, we've all been waiting to see this new system. We have GT Motive on the show. I did say last week, big apologies, is with another chap. There's another chap coming on the show as well, which has got a new estimating tool, a new app that's supposed to be really good for people. So this is going to be interesting. I'm dying to see GT Motive, because Audatex has had the industry for years. It's run the industry for years. It's been time for a new competitor. I actually believe there should be more than one. There probably should be another couple. So let's talk about that. Next week we'll have GT Motive on the show. So we're going to get to see it. We're going to get a live demo. I know sometimes we're all very busy and it's hard to get time to sort of, I know it is for me when people want to see us. We're just always so busy. So this will be great, again, to join on the show. You can watch these videos, of course, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Crash Clinic. They're there permanently. So you can sit in in bed or whatever you are and watch these videos over again. So this will be interesting to see. How's it going to save us money? What are the big benefits of using GT Motive? We're going to find out next week, and I'm really excited to see that. Can't wait to have Martin Rowley on, of course. I think pretty much everybody in the industry knows him, so this is going to be great fun. And if there's anyone out there that wants to come on the show and show us your products, that's what we're here for. So please get in touch, and you're more than welcome to book a date and come on the show, talk about your services, your products. Quite happy, because that's what Crash Clinic is all about. So
Crash Clinic is the UK's fastest growing social network for vehicle repairers. Join now and download our app to stay ahead of the game.
The app should be live next week. We're just waiting on Apple, so I can't wait for that. That's going to keep us a bit more in touch, mobile and out of hours, so we can start messaging each other. Please help me with that. Please help me get the community going. Once you've downloaded the app, once you've joined the website, we can communicate. If you're sitting at home and you have a thought, brilliant, I want to hear about it. That's what it's about. It's a social network for repairers. Guys and girls, take care. We'll see you next week with GT Motive. Thanks again. Don't forget, please comment. Let me know about the meeting. If you want to come to this meeting where we're going to discuss the industry problems and it's all about coming up with resolves and making things better. You want to be involved in that. You'll probably learn something from it. I'm pretty sure you will. Pretty sure I will. So that's what it's all about. We'll bring the matrix there as well, so we can all start talking about the matrix. There's going to be lots of issues. It's going to be a great time. We'll put on a bit of food, and yeah, it'll be a great time to discuss the industry. So we'll see you soon. See you next Tuesday. Take care, everyone. Have a very busy week. Don't forget to let me know about the parts as well, of course, because this parts issue is getting worse, I think. So lots there to let me know about, gang. Take care. See you soon. Oh, I nearly missed my It's, where's it gone? It's that one. Ta-da.